The Baal Shem Tov says, Emunah, faith, is not a belief what we have, but it's a place and a state that we go to. This is the introduction tonight. This is not the deep part I want to say. But it's deep enough to begin to add, and I spoke about it in another class, if you've ever heard some of my classes online. If you ever had a spiritual experience, if you've ever jumped out of your body and your consciousness and your challenges, if you've been to the Western Wall, if you were at a Shabbos table, if you were learning the deepest Kabbalah Chassidus, if you're on a Buddhist meditation retreat, I don't care right now. If you were taking ayahuasca, I'm not recommending, but you are from South America, and the rest of the world is doing it. I'm just saying, find the reference points. Let's be open-minded, mature enough to find the reference points. And we go to this place and we go to a state of unbelievable light, unbelievable sense of connection to all things, the unity of all things, a sense of bliss, of simcha, of joy, of gadlus, of expansive consciousness, not catness, the limited consciousness, where we feel lamala min atam, lamala min adas, above our understandings, above our rational, above the matrix consciousness we usually live our lives in. And we have clarity, we have truths, and we're in contact with our true self, our higher self, our essential self, and we see that everything is for good, and we understand all the challenges that we're going through, and we see, but now I get what they're giving me, I get what they're teaching me. I don't have to believe even though I can't understand it. I experience it as reality from a source and state deeper than the physical, psychological, real world reality that matrix I'd be living all my life. I'm asking you a question, yes or no? Honestly, sincerely, do you have a reference point for that in your own life? Have you ever had a moment like that in any way, yes or no, in your own life? Show me right now in the box. I want to understand who I'm talking to. Baruch Hashem, thank God, a lot of yeses. Fine. Yes, wonderful. I think so. I'm not sure. Great. So, Sela, we have to give you this experience. We have to teach you how to do that so you can do it every day. That's not supposed to be a once in a lifetime experience. It's supposed to be, that's the core of our tradition. That is called Devekus. It is when we take our normal conscious mind and we quieted it down, called Hashkata. We silence into the point of complete stillness, number one. And then what we do is we take it and we focus it on the Kol Damamadaka, the still, small, radiant light within. That's called our neshama, our nefesh elokis. These are the words for it in our tradition. Some people know the words, but they don't know the experience that the words are pointing to. So that's what I'm just trying to show you right now. And when we get to that place, you let go of your body. It's called bitul yesh, the nullification of the external ego self. And you release the noise, the dimyonis and the bilbulim, and then suddenly you can fall back into that state of devekus. And that, in the state of realization, awakened consciousness, the unified state of being. This, what if I told you this is supposed to be something we do 3 times a day? This is supposed to be something we learn to live on. We teach this to people around the world. I'm not talking in theory once upon a time. This is in our text, and you can learn how to do this. Tonight we're just going to touch it for a few moments as a reference point together. Alberta as Hashkata. Hashkata means silencing. The Piazetz Rebbe, who was one of the great tzaddikim, about 100 years ago, he taught how to do that. He said how to silence your mind until that you can open up in a higher connection. So it's bonding with Hashem. It's directly downloading with Hashem, bonding your consciousness with Hashem. And in one sense, you can call it Hashem. And in another sense, you could call it the divine within you. You're connecting to the consciousness of yours, which is connected to Hashem. Now, it's amazing because as we're sitting here talking, my friends, and look at me as I'm talking to you right now for a second, this is there right now within you. This is there right now within you. You don't really need to be taught how to get there. You just need how to unfocus, to remove your attention from the noise in your mind, from the senses of your body, and just be aware that right now you're literally present before tremendous light and energy, which is permeating every part of your body, all your feelings, all your consciousness. It's there right now. And we together as a group in a very chaotic world, particularly at the moment, we are united, hundreds of us right now, all focused in one place, all uniting in one thought. And that creates an energy as well, not just our own consciousness, but united consciousness right now. And even if you just choose right now to be a little bit more open, even if you choose right now to be a little bit more receptive, and you choose right now to do something called his kashrut, which is just to choose and believe that our souls are united together, that we are one soul, ish echad b'lev echad, one person, one being with one soul, and just choose and believe that we want to connect this group of people right now together. And now that we choose and believe that, we're a little bit more open. And then how real is the computer in front of you, the phone in front of you? How real is the microphone I'm speaking to? How real are your hands, are your limbs, or your bones, compared to the true light of your consciousness, the true illumination of your being, the true radiance of your soul, the energy that's being flooded into you right now? And we don't have to be thinking about all the other websites in front of me. We don't have to be thinking what I'm going to be doing later in the day. We can just choose to disconnect from that right now together and let that go. And I don't have to be thinking and worried and excited about everything that I did this morning, everything I failed at this morning, all the music that I heard that's humming in my head, all the food that's still digesting in my stomach, all the judgment and criticism I receive from others, or the expectations that I had of myself that I've already failed to meet at 1 o'clock today. And we can just be here right now, being aware that this tremendous river of blessing flooding into every single one of us right now. And you don't have to try and reach it. You don't have to try and receive it. Just be aware that it exists. Choose and believe to be aware right now that this is part of our reality, and it is more real than all the noise we buy into every moment. Step into this place for a moment with me now. Choose to disconnect from everything happening in the room and the house that you're in. Choose to disconnect from all the people around you. Choose connect to our souls, to me, and to Hashem right now. Choose to disconnect from all the responsibility you have in your life just for the next few minutes. Choose to disconnect from all the troubles of the world. Leave them in Hashem's hands and step into a space of just us right now. Even if you can't see the hundreds of people here, you can just be open to giving to their energy and receiving from their energy. Good. Choose to connect to me as I'm connecting to you. And all together, let's hold the space to imagine tremendous light and blessing of Hashem just coming down to this whole group, lighting us all up. And we share that light with each other, and we receive that light from each other. And there's a blessing of we connect to Hashem, Yud, Hey, and Vav, Hey. Yud, Hey, and Vav, Hey. We're open to Hashem's name with all its lights and all its opportunity. I just want you to access closing your eyes right now. It's okay to close your eyes. You're safe closing your eyes. And if you know these letters, I want you to just choose to see them in front of your eyes. Imagine them above your head. And if you don't know these letters, then just hear the words I'm saying and choose to hold in mind whatever the spiritual masters, the Tzaddikim held in mind when they thought of this. Yud Kametz, Hey Kametz, Vav Kametz, and Hey Kametz. Yud Kametz, Hey Kametz, Vav Kametz, and Hey Kametz. This is Shulchan Aruch. This is the Mishnah Berurah, just to focus on this name. Shavisi Hashem, Negdi Tamid. Yud Kametz, Hey Kametz, Vav Kametz, and Hey Kametz. Just be aware that the creator and the source of all reality is creating you right now. Every cell in your body, all the hair, all the muscles, all the tissues, all the bones, the proteins. Hashem is creating it right now. Hashem is choosing to create you right now because He wants you in reality, because He loves you and believes in you. He loves you and believes in you and is choosing to create you right now. Hashem is willing into existence now And again now. And again now, because he loves you and believes in you. And therefore, together we're going to choose to connect to him right now. Together as a collective. And we're going to choose for the next few minutes just to disconnect and to release from everything else in the world. I'm bringing my attention back from all my relationships, from my job, from my work, from the news, from my cell phone, from social media. I'm choosing now to shift my attention away from the noise and bring it back to the holy connection of this group and to the light flooding in, the waterfall of light flooding into our minds, our heads, our hearts, and our consciousness. Rabboni Shel Olam, Master of the world, Atabu Asani, your creating is right now, source of reality. You're choosing me right now, you're creating me right now. You're pouring love into me right now. And therefore I choose right now to only connect to you, to only turn to you, to fully commit all my attention to you, and to let go of all of the past and all of the future and all of the present, and give all my attention to you and the holy people in this group. In this group right now, there's so much people connecting and yearning. There's so many people coming here right now because we're all yearning together, right? We're all hoping for something more together, right? We're hoping to understand together, right? We're all caught in ourself. We're stuck in our patterns. We know what those patterns are. We all carry our traumas. We all carry our addictions. We all wish we could be better than we are. We all feel we want to make that breakthrough and don't know how, right? Just have compassion on everybody else for a second. Forget about your own stuff. We spend our days trapped in it. Have compassion on the hundreds of other people here right now. That they should know the light. That they should feel more connected. That they should feel blessed. That they should feel flooded. That they should feel silent and quiet and connected and elevated in the deepest way right now. A little prayer for the group. Take a moment to do that now. And as you're doing that right now, hold in mind that everyone else is doing that for you. And open your heart and soul right now for the energy to bounce back and forward from all our hearts and all our souls, to build exponentially, like the Sefer Yeshivot says. We are builders building exponentially between us, brick after brick, house after house. And if you have light within you that others need, ask Hashem to share some of your light with them. If someone is caught in fear and you have love, that you should share some of the love with them. If you're stuck in desire but you need discipline and boundaries, then they should share that light with you. If you feel sunk and you need more faith, that they should share their faith with you. If you have courage where they have weakness, you should share your courage with them. This is a trick in Kabbalah called Shlemut of Patzufim, that we can perfect each other, share with each other, and build each other together. I want you to take 10 seconds right now for personal prayer. If you don't believe in God, you don't like to pray for Him, so consider it 10 seconds of personal affirmation. Before you do that, allow the light above to enter within your mind now. Cleanse out your thoughts. Now invite the light above to enter into your heart now. Cleanse out all the destructive desires and emotions you don't need. Imagine it pouring down like a waterfall, cleansing you like a mikveh, around you and within you, around you, within you. Now invite the light right now to come all the way down into your body too. Now in that state, reach beyond your body, beyond your heart, beyond your mind. And take 10 seconds to pray with all your heart. Do that now. want you to try one other thing right now. There's one challenge in your life you're having right now. I want you to ask Hashem right now, hold it up to Him and ask for one piece of guidance, one piece of advice, something that He can give you right now, give you in the coming few hours of how to get a breakthrough. Just be open to receiving the information. I'm going to count back down from 5 to 1, and you may receive the answer right when you get to 1. Ask the question first with all your heart. Do that now. Great, here we go. The answer, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just be open to receive. If you get an answer now, if you get an answer later, that's totally fine. When you're ready, I want you to take a few deep breaths, open your eyes, and come back to be with me.